Hey everybody, Jeff aka GCurse here. I have a question for everyone who is watching this video. Let's say you owned a business. Let's say you spent numerous years cultivating that business, enhancing that business, attracting people to your business. And then one evening your business is vandalized. Somebody takes a vehicle and literally crashes it through your door. They steal everything that you worked hard. I don't want to say everything. They stole a lot of stuff that you worked hard to put into your store. After the statute of limitations runs out, does the right for justice simply disappear? This is a question you should ask yourself in this episode of Black Site Files from Unsolved Mysteries. Tonight, I will be covering the case of the crash and dash robberies. Now, this is a video that is not part of the, FilmRise uploads. I don't know why, but it was not part of the FilmRise uploads. And sadly, to this date, as I am recording this, the people responsible have not been apprehended. Now, they're saying that due to statute of limitations, the criminals are basically, they would not be tried for their crimes. But ultimately, this leaves the question to you, the viewer. Simply because time has passed, does that clear the criminals of their wrongdoing? Anyway, before we get to the show, as always, if you like what you watch, which I hope you are, feel free to click that subscribe button, click the like and the bell, and join me tonight as we watch this video. This video will be starting right after these commercials from the 1970s. Why the 1970s? I don't know. I just thought it sounded good. See you pretty quickly.
Gifts that keep on giving, 'cause they keep on living. In every style they bring a smile. Only each Gardner has it all.
Fine leather accessories from Prince and Princess Gardner. There's something for everyone at a price that's right for you.
Only Prince Gardner has it all.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, this is the case viewing portion of the video. This is a video, as I stated, that was not part of the FilmRise upload. And because of this, the quality of this video is limited because it was originally recorded onto a VHS tape and then uploaded onto YouTube. This was all on their end. This is not me at all. So basically, let's get to it, shall we? So I'm going to turn this off, turn this on. Let's put this into full screen. 3, 2, 1. Okay, before I continue on, I want to let everybody know I am the type of person who I view the word of the law as something like absolute. So just because these people have gotten away for so long that basically they feel the statute of limitations no longer applies to them, not to me. They're still criminals. They are still criminals, and they need to pay for their crimes. Just because idiot lawmakers have decided, oh, well, 20 years have passed, therefore you're clear. No, it doesn't work like that. At least to me. You commit a crime, it doesn't matter if it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 100 years ago. If you're still alive, you need to pay for your crimes.
For the past several years, the city of Houston, Texas, has experienced a wave of unusual burglaries. These heists soon received the nickname Crash and Dash.
Let's go!
After driving through the window, the crooks would make a quick dash away from the scene of the crime and open the safe at their leisure.
Roll.
This crude style of
I'm actually considering that the vehicle that they used, which was a tow truck now, I'm not sure if that's from security cameras because I can't remember much about this case at all. If it's a tow truck, then it seems like it could have been a professional team that does this. Similar to that case of, it was called the burrowing or the tunneling bank robbers. There was like a 2-man, maybe a 3-man team or whatever of bank robbers that would actually dig a tunnel underneath banks and rob them. So I'm wondering if this could be like a 2-man team at least. If they are using a tow truck, it means that they may be professional like tow truck operators.
theft has cost businesses in the Houston area millions of dollars in both stolen goods and property damage. Due to the speed of these robberies, many of the culprits have managed to get away without detection. But last May, police got an unexpected glimpse of a crash and dash robbery in progress.
What kind of warranty do you have on it? Well, this comes with it.
This Houston electronics store had been robbed on 5 different occasions.
Jesus Christ, not once or twice or 3 times, 5 fucking times. This poor business. I feel bad for these guys. Maybe they should start hiring armed guards or some shit, you know, like literally armed guards. You see, you go into a business, you see guards literally like MK or M12s or whatever, M16s or whatever the M4 possibly the platform that our armed services use. Maybe they should start doing that. That way, anybody that goes into that store knows that if they go into that store and they start robbing the place, they're going to get ventilated, basically.
They decided to fight back.
Okay, Bob. Set it up right here. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get as much of the front of the store as possible. We set up a video recorder in our store to watch the front of the store during the hours that we weren't open, and remoted the signal to a hidden VCR where we would videotape it. The idea in this store proved a success on May the 31st of 1989.
How you know, what's the best word? How guerrilla style is that? How raw is that style of recording? Nowadays, you have like little video recorder, little cameras like in the corners of rooms. Sometimes if it's like a big business, you see like the big bubble dome on the ceiling that houses like numerous little cameras. Here, these poor guys literally just took a camcorder and put it on a tripod. It's not the most concealed of methods now, is it? But you do what you got to do to protect your business. So I got to give them credit for at least trying. This goes back to the question I asked everybody as you're watching this. Would you do something like this? How would you protect your business?
That night, at approximately 11:30 p.m., 2 men drove by the front window in what was later determined to be a stolen car. 2 minutes after their drive-by, the pair returned on foot to case the store. This is the actual footage of the 2 men recorded by the store's video equipment. They apparently noticed the camera and boldly waved.
Okay, so the fact that they waved, that goes to show that they have done this to a point that they no longer fear being arrested. They do not have that internal fear of punishment, which means that these guys could be even more dangerous if they decided to start evolving from simple robberies to actual armed robberies and then up to murder. These guys may not, have that fear anymore, which is something that needs to be, taken care of.
As the video kept recording, the 2 men casually sauntered away. 5 minutes later, they returned.
I'm actually kind of shocked that they used a little vehicle like that. You would think for these type of robberies where you're literally having to push in an entire wall to get access, you would want something with a little bit more power, like a truck. But they used this little rinky-dink car. Even though the car was stolen, you would still think that they'd want something with a little bit more battering power. Yeah.
While his accomplice looted the store, one thief ran to steal the incriminating video camera.
It's possible the suspect that stole the camera might have thought that he was protecting himself by stealing the camera, but since we were videotaping elsewhere in the store, we had the necessary evidence to turn over to the police department.
And this goes back to what I always say: criminals are not the smartest of people. Criminals they are two things. Normally, they are a very stupid bunch, and normally they are also a very cowardly bunch. Once in a while, you'll get criminals that actually do not fear, being caught, or they do not fear the law at all. And those are the ones you really got to worry about. But normally, criminals, 99% of the time, they are a cowardly, stupid bunch.
With the pictures, we're able to have something to look for instead of a bunch of scraped paint and maybe a broken tire. We're able to get a conviction with the camera because of the picture. It's hard to discount your face being on a picture.
The video gives us a clear look at the burglar that stole the camera. He appears to be of Hispanic descent, with dark hair and dark eyes. His height is somewhere between 5'5" and 5'7", and his approximate age range is 18 to 21. His accomplice is harder to identify, but also looks Hispanic, and seems to be about the same age and height, but with a slimmer build. Besides his...
Well, at least I know I'm not a suspect, because I'm 5'8" and a half, and I'm not Hispanic. So I guess I'm safe for now. Yeah. Also, back in '89, I would have been only 8 years old.
Hidden cameras. There are other ways the stores can fight back. Some stores are putting burglar bars on windows, installing cement blocks on the sidewalk, and using roll-down steel shutters, obstacles that would get in the way of the crashers. If you have any information on the two individuals featured in the video, or know of any other crash and dash practitioners, please contact the Houston Police Department or your local law enforcement agency.
Okay, so that was it for the video. Here, let's do that. Let's do this. And when I say I would have been 8, it depends on what time in 1989. If it was before November, I would have been 7. If it was after November, I would have been 8. But yeah. Okay, so this is the portion where I now go to the Unsolved Mysteries wiki, and we look up the case. And now, sad to say, there wasn't that much here. I mean, all you see literally here is the entire, except for the bio and everything. Let's see here. I'll read that part though. So their real names are unknown. We could call them Stupid Fuck Number 1 and Stupid Fuck Number 2. Yeah, that sounds about right. Everybody, hashtag it. Stupid Fuck Number 1 and Stupid Fuck Number 2. Aliases, they are known as the Crash and Dash Robbers. They are wanted for robbery, missing since May 31st of '89. So at that point, I would have been 7 years old. My God, I can't believe how old. Oh my God, I'm getting so fucking old. Holy shit. Okay, anyway, we already know the details. So extra notes. This case first was featured as part of the November 22nd, 1989 episode. So when this episode came out, I was, 8 years old. Results: the statute of limitations has since run out on these crimes. It is believed that these men are no longer wanted. And this goes back to the question that I ask everyone. Should there be a statute of limitations when a crime has been committed against the people? Now, granted, the store itself is not a person, but the people who own this business deserve to have justice. Don't you deserve to have justice? If this was your business and it was 10, 20 years later, and you never faced, having those people face justice, wouldn't you still want justice, even though they go, well, technically, it's been over 20 years. Statute of limitations says, no. There should be no statute of limitations for any kind of crime. Statute of limitations, basically, in my opinion, it emboldens criminals. Well, I can rob a bank, I can break and enter, and if I wait long enough, I'll be cleared and I can do it again. And, no. There should be no statute of limitations. Once you commit that crime, you should be marked for life. But that's just the way I think, the way it should be. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's the way I think it should be. If you vote for me for president of the United States, I would make sure to get rid of these fucking statute of limitations. Vote for Jeff, a.k.a. GCurse, president of the United States 2024. Anyway, so... yeah, so sadly there is no update, even though I wish there was, but there isn't. So let me do this. Then I'll do this. So that is it for the case viewing. Stay tuned, and I will be right back with my final thoughts. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
This is a precious jewel, a precious liquid jewel, which when worn is invisible, yet whose presence is undeniably This liquid jewel is emerald, a perfume as mysterious and sensuous as the emerald jewel it is named for. Emerald Perfume by Coty.
Hey everybody, Jeff aka GCurse here. Welcome back to the show. This is the portion of the show where I give you my final thoughts, and basically, as you can, if you could already tell, I'm the type of person that believes that justice needs to be upheld no matter what. I do not think that, I personally think that there are two things that should not exist. The concept of plea bargaining, I hate that fucking idea. I hate it. Also, the, I can't even call it, the statute of limitations. That should also not exist. It just emboldens criminals, and it also teaches criminals, well, if you do a crime, you can plea bargain and get a better deal. I fucking hate that idea. I hate it. But ultimately, this goes back to the question I asked everybody at the beginning of this video. If you owned a business and you were wronged, don't you deserve the right to have justice no matter how long it takes, basically? And I think as your common citizen, I think that no matter what, the victims need to have that justice. Without justice, there cannot be any real closure. And in my opinion, justice without closure is not justice at all. Wait, does that even make any sense? I'm not sure. But you know what I'm trying to say. If there's no justice, there's no if there's no justice, then there's no closure. There you go. So, yeah, no justice equals no closure, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't matter how many years it is. A crime has still taken place. And hopefully that's one thing I like about these videos, that hopefully one of these days somebody can see this video and they could, they may remember, hey, Joe Blow told me that he helped a friend crash into a store and rob it. All it takes is just one person, basically, to help get the ball rolling, But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have enjoyed this video. As always, if you like what you watch, which I hope you did, because you would have spent, at least 10 to 15 minutes watching this video, but I hope you liked it. I really hope you like it. But anyway, you know what to do. Click that subscribe button, click the like, click the bell, and I will see you next time for another Black Site Files from Unsolved Mysteries. My name is Jeff, a.k.a. GCurse. Wishing you all a great evening. Stay safe, everybody. Peace out.